to sneer down their noses at the decent working class. Hi guys, just Martin here. I'm going to give you a quick update as I've had another threatening letter from the BBC TV's licensing mob. But first, I just wanted to briefly talk about the disgusting way that the BBC handled the live Brexit countdown on the 31st of January. The coverage was more like a funeral with a gloomy atmosphere, and the way the presenters wore black, it was certainly no celebration for them, probably as they know that their EU funding will dry up soon. The set was yellow and dark blue instead of glorious red, blue and white of our national flag, and right until the bitter end they would not give up with their subliminal messages. This is our national broadcaster, I'll remind you. I was sickened at how they took advantage of a Brexiteer who was two sheets to the wind. This chap was in no fit state for an interview, but the BBC used him to sneer down their noses at the decent working class. They sneered at all those who have seen their quality of life demise and not improve under the European Union. If the fight for Brexit has taught us anything, it has taught us that the greatest enemy is the traitor within. It is a duty of ours to put the BBC to the sword for the damage that it has caused to our country. Now, I recently told you I was being threatened by TV licensing by bullying letters. Well, I'm afraid to say it has got much worse. More red bold writing and more intimidating threats for non-payment, this time telling me that a full investigation is ongoing and that my address has been scheduled for a visit by the enforcement officer. Oh dear! Now, as I've always said, I couldn't care less about these bullies, but I do care when vulnerable people are being pressured and victimised like this. It is simply unacceptable and it has to stop now. Check out these threats at the bottom. It says, "We can apply for a search warrant to gain access to your property. An officer can caution you in accordance under national criminal law. Anything you say may be used as evidence in court." I mean, this sort of treatment is what you'd have expected Fred West to have got, not some OAP who can't afford a TV licence. Now, the BBC are a shambles, and they know that their time is almost up. Of course, you guys will be the first to see the result of the enforcement officer knocking on my door, and I'm relishing this moment. But in the meantime, I urge everyone to do the moral thing and turn this rubbish off and stop funding them. This parasite has caused no end of damage to our country, and we shall never forgive them. It's time to consign the BBC to the dustbin of history once and for all.